that it will be going back. It will be going back on the 15th of September. Keep that in your diary, folks.
Do you mind if I get down there?
You just couldn't write this stuff. You couldn't write it at all. So, these votes, while the majority are favoured of moving ahead a sanctuary, there is a minority of your councillors and my councillors that have voted against it. And a substantial number of our councillors who didn't bother their backsides to vote at all. Just didn't bother their backsides, wouldn't get off their seats, wouldn't go out of the houses. Now bear in on this, our council is in a moment of serious financial distress. Tens of millions of pounds in debt. It's grappling with deficiencies.
Guys, will you let me know if you can hear that?
Hospitals are
the poor collies are shouting their heads off over the other side. I'll show you shortly.
Our GP appointments are scarce.
Thank you. See somebody loving it, so they must.
Are overcrowded, and housing for local families remains desperately inadequate. And no one can deny that. They're saying it. We're saying it. It's fact. Yet in the face of these challenges, our council has tried to move forward without you, the people, and with trying to declare us a city of sanctuary. Don't get me wrong, it's a commendable
California
city of sanctuary, commendable principle, but it's one that must be grounded in reality.
So just to let you know, this is Newry, which is predominantly Catholic, so it's really good to see the Catholic area starting to stand up. And I'm as safe as a row of houses here, even though I'm a Protestant.
Everybody just take a look around you right now. Under City of Sanctuary, every empty building will be bought or leased by outside agencies for profit. Never be to be released back to this community again. Are there any parents here today? I'm one as well. Listen to this, because under City of Sanctuary, our schools will be changed. The entry requirements, places available to our children, lessons, assembly, class resources, autism support services, and religious instruction. All changed. All changed. Rules pertaining to schools of sanctuary means priority must be given to new settlers. Doctor surgeries will be further impacted. The changes have already started, and we all know that. Hospital waiting lists are currently at 6 years for specialised treatment. Under City of Sanctuary, hospital waiting lists are set to lengthen even further. This means not only a strain on our healthcare systems, but also increased strain on us, our families, and those who are sick and in need of care. Our councillors are out of touch with their voters. And those voters are you. Where are our councillors today? Look around you. Can you see anybody out there? Where are the people that you voted for? Probably way down the shopping side. We have one councillor today that voted against this motion, as I said, and he is willing to step up here and tell you exactly why he voted against it. Now, before I introduce him, I have one thing to say, and I really should have started with this, folks. Contrary to the opinion of these individuals here, we are not Newry is Rising. We are Newry Locals Initiative. Newry Locals Initiative. And Locals First Initiative will not sit back and watch elected representatives make life-changing decisions without consulting the people they are here to represent. I'm going to hand the mic over. I'm sure you're well sick listening, but I am going to hand the mic over to Mr. Henry Riley, who's very kindly given off his time today and has been consulting with us. And he's going to tell you exactly why him and his colleagues voted the way they did.
I'm just sitting on the ground here. So I'll go and take a walk around shortly and show you all the counter demos. But let's see this guy first.
Well, thank you very much, Bernie, for that kind introduction. Could I just take this opportunity to thank Melissa? Can I also say, there are people here calling us fascists. This town of Newry gave hundreds of its best men to fight fascism. Where was this crowd whenever the men of Newry were defeating totalitarian regimes like the Nazis? So it's we can have some sort of... They are the new Nazis! They are the new Nazis! And ladies and gentlemen, I am not here to condemn any other councillor. All the councillors I know in our council do join up to try and do their best. Be the Sinn Féin, SDLP, Alliance, or whatever they do. And we actually do work together. And many times for the better good of all our people. The fact is though, that there was a proposal brought to the council committee on the 16th of June to join the City of Santry Local Authority Network and to work towards recognition as a Council of Santry. That's a fact, and it was voted through. And the DUP group and on the council, we're not racist. We're not some guys with horns in our heads. And there was absolutely no information on what this meant, and we voted against it. And since that time, I sent 2 emails to our senior management team, pleading with them to give me the exact information as to what this meant. And I got no reply. As an elected representative, representing you as well as everybody else, they couldn't give me a reply. And they didn't reply because they don't know what it entails. But Melissa and Bernie and this group in Newry, they have made a very, very clear judgment on what it contains. And it's not for the benefit of our people.
Yeah.
And when it come back to full council, we said that this is definitely not in the interest of our people, and we voted against it. And whenever I say our people, I don't care if you're green or orange, you're Protestant or Catholic. You were born and bred and your family voted there. It's your time, and this town is worth protecting. It's worth protecting for future generations. And I'm going to tell you this now. I seen Graham Linehan was stopped at Heathrow Airport. 5 policemen for taxing about trans issues or something. And I sent him an email and I says, don't worry, Graham. Hopefully you get out of jail. Them Protestants are up to no good. Because he wrote that thing. But I truly mean it. Whenever we say our people, we mean every single person in this district. And we will do our absolute best to make sure that future generations have the district. I just want to also say, whenever we had people from Eastern Europe coming here, there was tens of thousands of them come here. And they used to come to my house to get a bin or to get something done to their house. And they were really people who wanted to work hard and integrate. And they've transferred seamlessly into our community. And I've no problem with migrants at all. Can I also say, we're constantly told that AI, artificial intelligence, is going to lead to thousands, millions of job losses. So why on earth would any government bring in additional people whenever we're going to have to look after the people who have lived here for generations and contributed to the NHS? People also say, what about the Irish? We have to go abroad and now we have to bring in people to show our gratitude. When the Irish went to America, to England, to Australia, they worked their butts off. They were not given accommodation for free. They were not taken by the hand. They were out there working for the country that they adopted as their home.
Yes.
And I just want to again point out, as people, they were Protestant, Catholic or whatever, we really need to stay together on this issue. We really need. I was told before about a guy in Newry called Tommy Markey. Tommy Markey was a man who united Protestant, Catholic and Dissenter in Newry in the 50s and 60s. You know what that man was capable of doing? Getting Daisy Hill built. He built hundreds of social housing units in Newry. Whenever they wanted to move the port from Newry to one point, he insisted that they got a dual carriageway for good communications between Newry and Point. That's what one man, a determined politician, a true socialist, not like these idiots over here.
And Tommy Markey was my grandfather.
And I also take this opportunity to thank a local reporter called Donald McMahon from the Local Democracy Network. But for him, I think a lot of this would never be exposed. It would have been slipped in through the back door. So thank you, Donald, for accurate reporting and getting this into the public domain. So, once again, everyone, thank you so much, and we stand with you.
Knows where to come, folks.
Okay, got another speaker.
As I said, there was
Another speaker, so they're doing well, aren't
He's
they?
going to come today, and he's just presented himself. We now have somebody to read out a message from Councillor Alan Lewis.
Hello, I'd love people to be here in person, but I'm just going to read out a statement from Councillor Alan Lewis. This is the reason he voted against this. I oppose the idea of the designating communities as a city of sanctuary for several reasons. First, I fear such policies could actively encourage illegal immigration by offering a misguided assurance of protection and support regardless of immigration status. Sanctuary cities can become magnets for individuals who choose to bypass lawful entry processes. This undermines our immigration system, disrespects those who come here legally, and places added pressure on public services that are already stretched thin. Second, sanctuary cities policies could create unnecessary and confusing legal barriers to lawful and justified removal of individuals who have entered the country legally, particularly those who pose genuine threat to public safety and community well-being. Law enforcement should not in any way be prevented from dealing with individuals involved in criminal activity. Protecting those who disregard our laws, especially those who commit crimes after entering illegally, puts our residents at risk and weakens respect and rule of law. At its core, my opposition comes down to fairness, safety, and respect for the law. A city should be welcoming and compassionate for all, not specifically to anybody's immigration status, but it should not do so at the expense of the lawful process or the security of its citizens. There are too many unanswered questions. Council needs to fully and legally examine the consequences of sanctuary status. That was from Councillor Alan Lewis. Well, it was just Niall. Now we're going to have Niall O'Connell up to speak.
Brothers and sisters of Newry, Catholics and Protestants alike, we stand here today not as divided communities, but as one people, bound by our shared soil, our history and our future. For too long, we've let old wounds define us, but now a new threat looms that doesn't care about green or orange. Mass immigration is flooding our streets, changing our way of life. Look around. In 2025, riots have erupted in places like Ballymena, where ordinary folk are pushed to the brink by unchecked arrivals, straining our resources and sparking violence. This isn't about hate, it's about survival. Historically, immigration has been low, keeping our society tight-knit. But now waves of migrants are pouring in, overwhelming our hospitals, schools and jobs. And who's enabling this? So-called sanctuary cities like Belfast, part of the Sanctuary City Network, proudly declaring themselves havens for refugees and asylum seekers, without a thought for locals, just like what's been done in my home county of Donegal. Newry's joining this list too, turning it into a dumping ground for the world's problems. While our families struggle to find housing or work, these policies aren't compassionate, they are reckless. They invite economic migrants who cross safe countries to claim benefits here, while our young people emigrate for opportunities abroad. Take a lesson from Letterkenny, just across the border in Donegal, already embraced as a sanctuary hub through initiatives like Sanctuary Runners, welcoming thousands of asylum seekers. And what has that brought? Crime is on the rise, with violent incidences, fraud and sexual assaults linked to the influx, and even international crime networks. Locals there are fastly becoming a minority in their own town, with 2,000 to 3,000 in a population of only 20,000, putting massive pressure on healthcare and housing, forcing windless and tensions to boil over. We cannot let the north of Ireland follow their path. Our communities fractured, or safety compromised, or identity diluted. Remember our shared struggles. The troubles taught us to protect our identity. Mass immigration erodes that, brings in cultures that clash with our values, increasing crime and dividing us further. But let's draw inspiration from one of our own, buried right here in Newry, John Mitchell. Ishmael's an Ulsterman who fought for Ireland's freedom. Mitchell, a Protestant himself, called on his fellow Irishmen of all faiths to unite against foreign oppression. Writing in his Ulsterman for Ireland letters, quote, "Fellow countrymen to the north, let us remember that we are all Irishmen, and the true interest of Ireland is the interest of every man who lives in it." He urges to stand together for our nation's sake, just as we must now against this modern invasion. But we can't stop us, united, Catholics and Protestants. We outnumber any outsider threat. We've fought side by side before. We have fought side by side before. Now let's stand against globalist agendas pushing open borders, mass immigration. Demand politicians scrap these sanctuary schemes, enforce strict borders, and prioritise the North jobs, homes and safety. No more raised burden of frustration. Let's channel that energy into peaceful, powerful protest. Vote for leaders who put us first, not Brussels or Westminster's failed experiments. Together, we can reclaim our homeland, taking inspiration of the United Irishmen of 1798 strong, united and sovereign. God bless us all. Lynsey Brown.
Yeah, the police should be doing something about that. You're right. And every time they keep shouting louder, I don't even know what them guys across the road, palace, whatever you want to call them. I don't even know what to call them. Hold on, here's another speaker.
I made a mistake earlier, folks. When I told you that Councillor Glenn Hanna didn't get off his ass to go in to vote, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Glenn is here and would like to address you.
First of all, it's an honour to be here, citizens. And now, I have a great big fat ass to sit at home, but I was away on holiday at the time, so to be quite honest with you, I would have been there, otherwise I would have been voting exactly the same as the rest of my colleagues. Just on all this, I'm listening to these people over here. If they're Democrats in any shape or form, they should not be doing the rude actions that they're doing. They should be listening to the arguments that you are putting forward. As Henry says, and the previous speakers have all said, we are
check.
Things are tight, extremely tight. The finances are tight. Should it be from nursery school places to schools? We can't even get them renovated, so we can't. And to be quite honest with you, I know what nursery schools are. Those ones that come in there, youngsters get priority. That's just a simple one, so that is a really, really simple one. Now, I've been born and bred in South End. I've lived in Mourns I have all my life. With difficulties with our doctors, with difficulties with our state of our roads, with difficulties with all sorts of things, so I have. Now, listening to these ones, they're saying a lot of things about violence against women and all that. To be quite honest with you, I agree with that. There is a problem with violence against women, so there is. There is a massive problem. Just to give you an idea. I was telling you.
Yeah, thank you so much for getting us up, helping me get myself up. I'm up to over 700. Anyway, I better let him speak.
One night in Newcastle, right next door to my father-in-law. So there's a lot of things going on in the country. I'm not saying the refugees are anything to do with that. We have lots and lots and lots of problems. I'm not a radical. I'm simple, honest. I try to be honest politicians, I do. I try to work for all. But they call me a racist, it's just simply wrong. I'm not that way at all. My son is married to a girl from New Zealand who is a Maori. No, if I was a racist there, that wouldn't be.
At the other side, they start getting louder every time we cheer. So they're cheering at nothing until we cheer, and then they get louder. And they're the Democrat, they want freedom of speech. I get on.
The council doesn't seem to care for us. So that was my last word. Thank you.
Yeah, they get louder. Every single time we all cheer, they get louder. So, like, if they were actually cheering for something that they were saying, then fair dues. But they're not. They're just cheering against us. So, like, I don't get it. We don't go out to counter-protest them. Why are they coming out to do this? Oh, hold on. Sorry, guys. Small mic down.
Councillors, fix our GP services, fix our hospitals, fix our housing, fix our schools. For the people we live here now. You have ignored us. You have cancelled us. You have smeared us. Yet no one of you has shown up to respond to explain why you voted in favour of progressing towards joining City of Sanctuary. Councillor Riley, Lewis, they can tell us why they voted against. So, it's one of three things. You either can't because you don't know, or you just rubber stamped it. Or maybe it's because you won't, because you can't withstand the scrutiny of your decisions being questioned. So you hide like cards. You don't want the people to know that if this goes ahead, you are joining them up to an NGO that is infiltrating councils, cities, boroughs all across the UK and Ireland, and that they would dictate policy, that you will be answerable to them, and that you offer their ideologies and be used by them. Be used by them to collectively lobby government on their behalf for refugees, not for us, not for the people who elected you. We have elected and pay you to represent us, not some NGO funded by private foundations and banks. You are allowing, no, you're facilitating a corporate invasion with the likes of Circle and Mears to buy up our houses, our country, with rent paid by our money. Telling us far right and racist for objecting. You cancelled us from Bellini's, but you can't cancel us from the streets. These are our streets. I walked these streets as a child. My mother walked these streets. My grandmother walked these streets. This is my land, and I will not stand idly by and allow it to be so wrong. We have welcomed those not born here to walk the streets with us, but that welcome was conditional on respect, and that they came here to give, not to take. They have more than met those conditions, and they have been welcomed. However, Serco, Mears, Clearwater, Lloyds, greedy landlords and the likes, you are not welcome here. Buying up houses for profit. Having rents to skyrocket. Leaving our children unable to afford a home. A third of the population in Northern Ireland is in NHS waiting lists. A third of the population of Northern Ireland is in NHS waiting lists. The only thing harder than getting to see a GP is getting a councillor to respond to an email. It's estimated up to 120,000 40,000 people are homeless. A third of our children are leaving primary school without sufficient maths and English skills. And what is your solution? Rather than fix the problem, it's replacement migration. Your own assembly document states that by 2035, population growth in Northern Ireland will be from immigration. The document states that birth rates are falling, death rates are rising, and their answer: replace us with inward migration. This is their words, this is not my words. They don't want to fix healthcare, build up communities, create an affordable framework for families to thrive. No, import cheap labour to fill low-wage jobs, abandoning the people who elected you in favour of using migrants who are more willing to accept a lower standard of living. It's not for compassion, it's for cheap labour. You are the enemy of the people. You hate us enough to overwhelm our system rather than fix it, pushing it to collapse and then openly telling us that the plan is to replace us, calling us far right and we resist. So what is the 20th Century Programme? It started as a grassroots movement. It started as a grassroots movement for refugees and asylum seekers, but particularly over this past 5 years, it has moved from city of sanctuary into streams of sanctuary. So what does that mean? It means that they're infiltrating universities, schools, shops, libraries, gardens, even maternity units. Every day, impartial public spaces are slowly changing into advocacy platforms with preferential treatment towards refugees and asylum seekers. Therefore, no longer neutral places for all of us. Belfast and Derry already signed up. Bangor was stopped for now. Currently, it's set its sights on Newry, Morning Down. They have had 2 successes and a loss. They need to get Newry on board so they can continue and infiltrate all 11 councils. Then they'll circle back on Bangor. A loss in Newry, that would make it way more difficult for them to progress. That's why today is so important. On the surface, it sounds noble, compassionate, but beneath it lies a quiet, insidious agenda. It's an NGO network funded by foundations, banks, and financial interests, pushing policies and ideologies not voted for by us, but imposed upon us. Policies that reshape our communities, our schools, their curriculums. You might want to contact your child's primary school about the current video they're being shown about refugees, and reshape our councils in favour of refugees and asylum seekers without our consent. This is not some innocent virtue nod. They are signing you on to an outside organisation. The NGO sets the rules, writes the policies, and even tells them how to train their staff. The council on your behalf accepts their framework of learn, embed, share. Embed. Does that sound like welcome, or does that sound more like indoctrination? Yes! They know that mass migration of an unvetted and unchecked nature will be met with hostility at worst, questioning at the very least. City of Sanctuary is an attempt to point the finger and get ahead of it. A preemptive, manufactured virtue signal that is an insult to us. From whom do these people need sanctuary? It's creating the idea that local people, us, and our culture are a latent threat. We are the problem and need to be re-educated. There's no suggestion that people culturally different from us arriving here should be educated in our customs, our culture, our values, our laws. Yes! No, our councillors telling us that we are the problem. And you know what's coming next if we stay silent? Digital IDs have already proposed this as a solution for illegal immigration. CBDCs, total surveillance, total control, not freedom, not opportunity, chains. They want to decide what you can buy, what you can own, who you are, and they're using immigration, NGOs, and compassion as a smokescreen. They're not incompetent. This is deliberate. They want to break the system so they can replace it with their system, one where we are powerless. Do these councillors represent you? No! Ask yourself then who do they represent? They hate us, the ordinary people like you and me who dare to speak the truth. They hate our culture, they hate our pride, our refusal to bow down. They despise us because we are not easy to manipulate and control. And so they smear us and set our own against us to silence us. Why do you think they came for Northern Ireland last? Because we are the fighters. They knew we would fight harder than anyone. So they're trying to set us against each other, to divide us, to distract us, to dilute resistance. But we stand here today united. Well, most of us. Catholic, Protestants, gay, straight, different races, different countries of origin, every man, woman and child who calls this place home. Our differences are nothing compared to the betrayal we all face. This fight is for everyone. When we stand together, united, we are unstoppable. We are all here to preserve Northern Ireland from the globalist corporate takeover. Failure is not an option. We will no longer be asking for clarity from councillors who ignore us. We will not be swayed by any vague 11th hour statement by the council posted on social media. We demand one thing. No closed meetings. We want a public statement issued that Newry Morning Down will not be joining the NGO City of Sanctuary Network in any capacity. Now, to the Be Kind Brigade Rentable over here, performing their usual antics of intimidation and bullying, trying to people who keep our wages down with their well-funded sound system. You preach unity and inclusion, yet the purpose of a counter-protest, your counter-protest, is to display division. Nipsa, unite. Why do you stand against your own people? Your allegiance isn't to this place or its people. Your allegiance is to the flag you are holding. Tricolours, you're plastic patriots. There's not a single patriot among you. You think patriotism is a hate crime? You are here for your own selfish needs. You don't care about the people you serve. You don't chant for them. Let's face it, you only care about your pay packet. Double time today! Double time today, is it, lads? You're like turkeys voting for Christmas. We're neither paid nor funded. We're here because of heart. Because we love this land, its people and our children, and the world we leave behind them. We cannot be bought. What have you got against homes for our people, schools for our children, and decent health care for all? Shame on you! You are selfish, self-righteous, lost and misguided. Instead of standing against your own people, you stand against yourself. You're economically ignorant idealists who have replaced reality with ideology, pretending to be virtuous and love this abstract stranger while hating your own neighbours. The truth is, you hate yourself.
Yes!
Refugees put further pressure on already strained resources. That doesn't make them bad people, but pretending it has no effect on housing, healthcare and schools is ignorance on display. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Compassion starts at home. You stand in solidarity with strangers. Real solidarity means looking after your own second homeless, your own children first. It's not racist to put the needs of your own people first. You are the racist. Your hatred is towards your own people. We are taking our communities back. The current government has been infiltrated and corrupted by outside interests. This is our land. These are our streets, and the future is ours to decide. This fight is not about hate. It's about love. Love of our children, our family, our community. Love of our country. Did I hurt your feelings, guys? I know your feelings are very important here. We want a Northern Ireland where people come because they want to belong, not because a broken system dumped them here with no plan. We will not accept managed decline disguised as compassion. They can call us whatever they want, but they can never call us cards. They are the cards who hide from the people that they represent. We're at a crossroads here. We either sit back and let decisions be made over our head, or we stand up and demand that our voices be heard. Are we going to stand by when our children are pushed to the back of the queue? Northern Ireland, stand for your people, fight for your future, your freedom, speak truth, protect your own. Never let anyone tell you that caring for your own is hate. It is love, it is responsibility, and it is our duty. Did they really think that we would give up so freely after what our ancestors fought for? Their blood runs through our veins. We are a nation of fighters, and we will fight to protect our homes, our children, our way of life from sellouts, instability, handing it over. Democracy doesn't die because of those in power. It dies because we choose to stand aside. It survives only when the people demand it. It's up to us. We have the real power. Every vote, every voice, every action matters. Make sure to let your councillors know exactly how you feel. Leave them in no doubt. They'll think that we're powerless. But we're not here today to beg. We are here to hold to account. We are here to demand. We are here to reclaim our country back from those who betray us. Those who are destroying it from within, the worst kind of enemy. We will claim what is ours peacefully but powerfully, because no government governs without the consent of its people. The sellouts have had their day. Every councillor that puts global agendas above our children must feel our presence. The future is ours to decide. This is our land. We inherited it. It's up to us to protect it from future generations. The fight is not just about the present. It's about the future. It's about our children and our grandchildren. And one day, when they ask, what did you do when our country was under attack from within? We will say, we stood, we spoke, we fought, and we won!
Oh, I think there's one more.
No.
Oh, hold on.
We are taking our country back. Yes, yes.
I'm not sure if there's any more speakers. Wasn't she fabulous? Absolutely amazing she was. That was absolutely brilliant. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I don't know if there's any more speakers coming. If not, we'll take a walk around the Pro Pally side and see what the crack is. Yeah, that must be it. That must be it. I'm trying a wee microphone for the first time. Oh, hold on. There's a girl coming.
Okay, guys, we want to wish you a safe onward journey home. Please keep an eye on what we're doing. We will be open and honest, and we will let you know every single thing that we know. We will let you know when the next meeting is and how it goes. But in the meantime, you the people, go home with a task. You go and ask every single one of those people that are up there that you have voted for or that think they're voting for you. Ask them one question. Why? That's all you need to ask. Why? Turn it around. And I'm going to finish with this. Sinn Féin are traitors!
Brilliant!
All different.
The blonde woman that was talking.
I don't know. I just put the ones that just didn't do brilliant. Oh my goodness, brilliant. Melissa was absolutely amazing. Brilliant. Amazing. Absolutely brilliant. So she was, are you guys from? Right.
We followed Melissa.
She's so well at explaining things, isn't she? She really has a way of explaining it to make it make sense. Well, I don't know who the other girl was. So don't wait over to see if we get some of these roll on. Do you? Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, you have to, it's a hard time.
From South Armagh,
Brilliant.
All right, yeah.
That's why I had to come down and support you guys. But yeah, thank you. I will. Okay, guys, look. Oh my god, I keep losing this big mic. Can you guys hear that? I can't hear what she's saying. She's probably talking nonsense anyway. I can't even hear what she's saying. She's talking nonsense anyway.
So is it when you just can't hear what they're saying? They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
I don't know why they do it. Tell you what, we can do it. You never see us going straight to top of
They're just speaking their mind, they're not freedom of speech. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. They just shout like children.
And I noticed every single time we cheered or something said something, then that's when we started. We were doing something.
I'm a Nazi.
We were doing a thing. I'm a racist too, sure, so we're all right.
There's no going on with fascists. Those people have no legitimate use, sir. their difference and their unity, as they call it, unity of extreme nationalism.
My pleasure, guys. This wee woman, bless her, she's talking a lot of nonsense. Somebody's talking in a European. Oh, they're name calling now.
So he's naming people.
He's name calling now, name calling. That's our usual tactic, name call.
Slander.
They don't have nothing good to say.
It's not just reform. It's not just the life of Conor McGregor. It is
Go, Connor.
the National Front and the neo-Nazis across Europe. Call them what they are. They are fascists. And Newry and Northern Ireland said no to the Nazis. We will not let the Nazis rise up again. No the scapegoating migrants. You know the lies you are telling. And the people who say you want to attack. You do not care about women. You do not care about children. If you did, you wouldn't get money from Andrew Kidd. You wouldn't carry placards of Conor McGregor and adjudicated rapist. And you would certainly not carry placards of Donald Trump in Egypt. As far as we are concerned in the Workers' Party,
Think she was talking to me there?
and all the political parties have done that for 30 years. The build houses have something before. You see anything, where's our bill of rights? If we have bill of rights, 25 years, two programs for doctors, and they are trying to do it on migrants and refugees. Shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. 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 And one final thing I will say, you try to pride yourselves on not saying of the line as unity. Here's the real unity of this side of the line. Unity of working class, unity of anti-capitalists, and the unity of those who are prepared and brave enough to stand up to your right-wing rhetoric. Go home, hang your heads in shame. Thank you.
Well done, it's hard. Well done, because it is hard to get up and speak. That's funny. That is funny now. You're being lied to, is that hilarious? Right. Guys, I'd love to stand on these ends all day, but I'm bored already. So I'm going to go and have a conversation with some of the guys around here. Some of the girls down in, hold on. Some of the girls down in Newry here, the girls that were giving the speech there, they're going to, I'm going to go and speak to them now, so I'm going to come off the live, but they are going to help me out. They're going to sit down, they're going to give me some details of who I should be contacting, all this kind of good stuff. So again, I'm standing here on my own as a Protestant in Newry, more than welcomed. Everybody's been lovely and it's been absolutely great. And you heard how many times all those speakers said it's Catholics and Protestants together in this, and that's exactly how I've been made to feel here today. So yeah, and I didn't even get to see your man Niall. I'm going to go and see if I can meet Niall, and I'm hoping Melissa hasn't went. Can I? Sorry guys, see you later. But let me X off this. Can you introduce me to Melissa if she's still here then?